Friends, I would now like to introduce our special guest of honor, Professor Mohammed Enamul Hossain. He is the founder and CEO and president of the NSRIC Group. He is also the NSRIC Chair Professor in Sustainable Energy at the Engineering Unit of Online Education Division. In addition to his current affiliation with NSRIC, he holds adjunct professor positions in some other universities. Professor Hossain is the founder and chair of NSRIC International School in Toronto, the International College in Toronto as well, the Canadian and World Association of Nature, Science, Education, and Engineering, WENSEE, here in Canada. He is also the CEO of NSRIC Green Supplies Incorporated in Canada and the founder of international conferences on nature science and engineering applications Canada, as well as conference series associated with that. Professor Hossain was the managing director and director for the Aziza Consulting and Construction Limited Company in Bangladesh, where he had so much experience, and Bright Coral Canada, respectively. He was president of the ANS Research and Development Incorporated in Canada organization, and Professor Hossain has been the founder and chairman of an incredibly wonderful charitable organization, Aziza Trust, since 2009, through which he is serving mankind and humankind and establishing NSRIC Education City in Chittagong in Bangladesh in order to offer education to underprivileged students, so giving back to humanity from all of the learnings and blessings that he received. Professor Hossain has also had experience working in many industries, including the oil industry, for about 10 years in different administrative and technical positions. He's a recognized petroleum engineering consultant and expert for the oil and gas industry. He's offered many training programs associated with that and courses at different levels and organizations to help best practices. Professor Hossain offered many training programs at different organizations globally, including with Saudi Aramco, ONGE, Kuwait Oil, BPI, Qatar Petroleum, Petronas, and NADNOC throughout different training organizations. And in this almost 30 plus years of professional career, Dr. Hossain has had a diversified and very rich record of leadership, management, of business development, teaching and research, and technical achievements. Prior to his current position, Professor Hossain was the first Statoli Chair Professor at the Memorial University of Newfoundland in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. He has held different academic and administrative positions at various universities and organizations in Canada and around the world, including Ryerson University, which is now Toronto Metropolitan University, King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals in Saudi Arabia, Dalhousie University and Sultan Qaboos University in Oman, as well as the American University in Cairo, Egypt, and multiple other locations, including in Bangladesh and Kazakhstan as well. Moreover, he has served as an adjacent professor at many universities worldwide, bringing his expertise and his passion to these different institutions. He also established his research skills in the petroleum and engineering sector, utilizing over $17 million in research funding to better humanity and better industry and better the sciences. Professor Hossain earned his BSc in mechanical engineering from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology in 1995, his MSc in Petroleum and Mineral Resources in a collaboration program between the University of Alberta and BUET in 2001, and he was awarded a PhD in Sustainable Petroleum Engineering in 2008, as well as an MBA degree, both from Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia, Canada. His passion, his philanthropy, his scholarship, and his interest in giving back has resulted in him authoring almost 10 books on different areas of sustainability in various aspects of the industry, as well as with petroleum engineering with Elsevier and Wilsey and Shriver Publishing, USA. He's authored over 200 scientific articles, and in addition, he has 11 US patents, some of which are in the process of commercialization for the betterment of humanity. And lastly, he has an amazing smile and he has a loving heart. So we're very honored to have you, Professor. Thank you for joining us today.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf, for this wonderful introduction, though I don't deserve that much. The Professor Nurul Alam, Honorable Chair of the NSRIC 4th Virtual International Conference on Sustainable Education, Liberal Arts, and Social Science 2024 inaugural ceremony. Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellence Dr. Nazrul Islam, the guest of honor, Professor A.F.M. Monirujjaman and Professor Andrew McGee. Conference co-chair, Professor Anwar Jahid, honorable keynote speakers, distinguished authors, presenters, distinguished guests, special guests, respected participants, administrators, organizers of ICS LAS 2024, families, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. With Islamic greetings, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for those who are in the other parts of the world. On this auspicious occasion, please accept my sincere thanks and gratitude for inviting me to be among you this morning at this prestigious international conference. On behalf of NSRIC family, let me take this pleasureful opportunity to extend a warm and cheerful welcome to you all. We are delighted to have you join us. Your presence will give us light and strength through our future journey in organizing a series of conferences every year in the coming years. Under the profound leadership of Professor Anwar Jahid, Vice President, Conference and Publications Division at NSRIC. Let me reiterate the theme of the conference, which is promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable global development. Dear honorable guests, speakers of the conference, and respected audiences globally who have joined through our Facebook Live, subscribers, students, and professors. I wanted to deliver my talk within the context of conference theme. In today's information era, NSRIC as an organization is committed to working on the fundamentals of and applications of nature science and sustainability in the context of education, liberal arts, and social science in order to establish a solid foundation and progress toward a green planet. Indeed, the pioneer of NSRIC started to address the issues for more than 2 decades now, and thus numerous scientific articles, dozens of books, and many patents are documented and published as evidence of our efforts. Let me elaborate a little bit on what does sustainability means in social science. It can be addressed as specifying and managing both positive and negative impacts of systems, processes, organizations, and activities on people and social life. The 3 social factors of sustainability are thus social equity and inclusion, community engagement and participation, access to basic services and resources. Example includes foster inclusive urban development, managing growth and change in ways that reduce pollution, protect natural resources, create sustainable communities, and improve quality of life for everyone, including vulnerable people and people with disabilities. In liberal arts, sustainability can be defined as the creative practice of making artwork that are not harmful to environment, as well as works that addresses topics such as climate change, waste management, and social challenges issues. I am very happy to share with you today at least two research works that are going to be presented in this 2 days long ICS 2024 conference. To address challenges, we need to understand and convince ourselves on one fundamental truth, which is nature is perfect and nature is the best source of knowledge. Thus, considering these facts is a requirement as an assumption for our study, which is, of course, a valid assumption. However, according to my understanding, the advancement of true knowledge is one of the pillars for sustainability in this context. Now, if we consider this fact as a benchmark, we can standardize our theories, research artworks, and state-of-the-art literature to safeguard our planet for the next generations and forthcoming civilizations. The importance of this knowledge lies in establishing a social framework that is multiracial, non-biased, and upholds justice, including the absence of genocide, equal rights and justice, freedom of speech that is truthful and factual, and without harming nature and the creation in general. Considering the fact that our actual existence in this world is based on sustainability, and thus future generation can live only if we understand sustainability in all its dimensions and acts accordingly in this present era. Some efforts toward this direction have already been in place, such as the reasons behind global agreement moves towards a sustainable future through energy transmission initiatives, reduction in global warming, that is, protocols on climate change, such as effects are being added by allocating the large budget of the current US administration and other development countries along with their efforts. Further, I can extend some example. Expo 2020 was delayed by a year in Dubai, which is exclusively focused on sustainability. Now let me highlight what should be our roles as a living entity. Sustainability is the key in every aspect of securing a better future. From the beginning of the creation of human being, humans rely on nature and natural resources for day-to-day needs, business activities, and survival. In addition, nature is a great educator and source of knowledge. Sustainability is directly related to nature and natural resources. Therefore, ignoring sustainability can lead to toxic environments to the living entities in this planet, and most importantly, to the collapse of natural cycle of nature and natural resources. Sustainability is important to study because it is directly or indirectly related to our daily lifestyle and life cycle. Not necessarily that someone should be an environmental scientist, technologist, economist, social science experts, philosopher, and so on. I can just put one example to short my lecture. Here, for example, a student with business majors need to learn about sustainability because it aids in attractiveness to customers and in fulfilling corporate social responsibility, and so on. So let me take this opportunity to highlight NSRIC's institutional responsiveness toward sustainability. NSRIC took an initiative by introducing sustainability courses for the NSRIC International School in Toronto program, starting from kindergarten to grade 12. Similarly, NSRIC has taken a bold step for its subsidiary organizations to follow the core value of sustainability. In K-12 school, NSRIC Immigration and Visa Consulting, the most recently approved college, NSRIC International College, and the forthcoming NSRIC Sustainable University in Toronto. NSRIC has designed a series of sustainability courses in every program at the undergraduate and graduate level of NSUD. Finally, it is our opinion that this issue has to be addressed through collaborative efforts from every nation and countries of the world. Otherwise, efforts taken by some countries would be jeopardizing their efforts. Finally, I would cordially invite you through this international conference ceremony to involve with any activities that NSRIC group offers in the form of professor, instructor, teacher, business partner, investor, donors, and student. You as an interested person can be one of our valued customer and stakeholder to get our quality services in education, skill development, immigration, and visa consulting. At last, I would like to thank you all for attending the inaugural ceremony. It has been an honor and privilege to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to share some of the understanding related to sustainability before you all. Thank you again and have a safe stay, long and blessed life.
Thank you, Professor Hossain, for all of your passion and innovation and ideation around these vital ideas for humanity. So much of the challenges that we see in the world today are going to be solved by organizations and by people like what we're experiencing today with good hearts, good intentions, and good ideas.